All right. Shalom, Israel, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, the true Israelites of the Bible, God's chosen people. Now, Officer 5000 Yagawa of the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, under Commander General Yohana, out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. And tonight, usually I do like the law class. I mean, because it's Wednesday night law class. But tonight I'm just gonna have a short little class. Because what I'm gonna do is, actually this, I wouldn't even count this as a class. So I'm just gonna have a video, because what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna bring out some racism of Christianity. Because I was just thinking, Christianity is just so satanic. And it's all this talk about racism. And all this trying to stop Donald Trump. Donald Trump is racist. White people talking about racism. All this racism. Talking about racism, and look, I got a picture for everybody. And especially down here in the Bible Belt. We're in Oklahoma City. Oh, forgot out, I'm not up in D.C. no more. I'm in Oklahoma City. The Bible Belt. And in the Bible Belt, you see this. Look at that. I want everybody to look at that. That's what you see. Oh, we're here. I got another one too. Let me get another one for you. Oh, look, this is so terrible. And it says the Sacred Heart of Jesus. The Sacred Heart. I mean, that's terrible. That's racism. It's all this talk about racism. This is racism. I'm gonna let y'all see it good. This is racism. This is racism right here. Because let's see what the Bible says. Now, I'm going to give you Daniel 10:5. Then I lift it up. Now, Daniel is giving the revelation. It's in the Old Testament, Then for all you Old Testament Israelites or Old Testament Christians, whatever you have, then I lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of Uphaz. That means, his loins was girded. It's talking about, his war belt. His war belt was made of a lot of precious, fine gold of Uphaz. His body also like the beryl. The beryl is when a precious stone. Beryl is green. The color of the beryl is a green. So that's what it says, like the beryl. So he had a green garment on. Now, and his face as the appearance of lightning. That means Jesus Christ got a hard look about his face. Whoa, I gotta show y'all this. Jesus had a hard look about his face. That's not the appearance of lightning. That's not of the appearance of lightning. This is of the appearance of softness. This is the appearance of actually homosexuality. That's what this is the appearance of. Not lightning. Now, and his eyes were as lamps of fire. Now, Christians, y'all love to get spooky about that. Like, woo. No. That means the whites of his eyes are red. Now, and his arms and his feet, like in color, everybody. And it's just the Bible says color, like in color to polished brass. Like in color to polished brass. You know what it means? It means what? He's the color of brass. I mean, come on. He's the color of brass. I mean, what is this? Is this the color of brass? This is not the color of brass. I mean, that's red, white. That's a white skin with red, rosy cheeks. I mean, that's pink. That's not red. I mean, that's not brass. This is how destroyed we are. And you got black people in these Christian churches down here in the Bible Belt. This is how destroyed we are. This is how satanic Christianity is. Come on. Oh, I lost the picture. Look. It says arms Look, his hands. You telling me this man? You telling me this picture right here? Okay, I tell you, I know what they mean. They mean like this picture is his hands are white, but his arms are black. I mean, he got brown arms, brown feet, and white hands and white face. Is he mismatched? Boy, Christianity is not only satanic, it's idiotic. It goes directly against the Bible. Now, it says in color, like unto polished brass. Polished brass. So Christ is a black man. Polished brass. Now, and when the one in Revelations goes in deeper because it tells the texture of his hair. Now, Revelations 1 and 13. Actually, when you go to Revelations 1, it says the revelation of Jesus Christ. It's telling you the Bible is about to and reveal. Revelations means to reveal. So it's telling you in Revelations 1 that he's getting ready to reveal the description of Jesus Christ, how he looked. So now, Revelations 1 and 13, and in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man. Now the 7 candlesticks are the 7 churches that Paul set up in Asia Minor. So now it says, one like unto the Son of Man, and that's Christ, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. And then it talked, just like I said in Daniel, he had a golden war belt on, girt about the paps. You mean it held your paps, and when you swung the sword, telling you that Christ was not that little soft little. He was not. He's. I got to bring it up. This is not Christ. That don't look like a warrior that have a sword and a war belt on. Now, it says girt about the paps with a golden girdle. Now let's go to verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool. His head and his hairs. I mean, the hair on his face, like I got the hair on my face, and the hair on his head were white like wool. Now that means he had woolly hair. Wool is the texture, white is the color. Now, does he have white woolly hair? No. No, he doesn't. Look at that. That's Angel Beach wussy. That's what that is. He doesn't have, look, that's terrible. But this is Jesus Christ, and so says the white man. This is Jesus Christ. This is not Christ. Now, let's go back to the scriptures. Let's go back to the Bible. Now, it says his hair, the hair on his head, on his head and his hairs were white like a wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. So just like I said in Daniel, eyes are flame of fire. Well, this is Caesar Borgia. Yeah, this is Caesar Borgia. The whites of his eyes are not red. Look at his hair. It's all nice and done and pressed out, just like a woman. I mean, it's not white. I mean, come on. This is terrible. This is terrible is what it's done to us, how we're destroyed we are. Pick that. Now, check this out. Let's go further. And his feet like unto fine brass, just like I said in Daniel about his arms and his feet. In Daniel, it said feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace. If they burned in a furnace, that means you put anything in the furnace, it's going to be crispy. But brass is like you put brass in a furnace, it's going to be black. But Christ was just fine. What it was really saying, like when you think about it, if you put like brass in a furnace, it will get burnt and toasted and into a finished real dark brown. A real dark brown, like a real like darker than I am, a dark. That means Christ is a black man. That's all it's saying. Christ is a black man. Now, let's go back to the racism of the Bible. I mean, this is racism. I got another picture for y'all. This is racism. This is racism. And look, check out. He got the peace sign up. He going, yeah, peace. I'm Jesus. And I mean, this is just, boy, this is terrible. You know, I'm gonna find a picture of Christ on the cross in a minute. I'm gonna find a picture of Christ on the cross in a minute. Now, let's go. Let me go. Okay, now since we get the racism of Christ, you all the time you see little angels. Let's see little angels. Now, all the time you see angels of of white people. The white man even had angels of white babies. You know, white babies with wings on them. So it's just so satanic when you know the description of everything is in the Bible. Now, how do they get white? How do they get white people? Because it's racism. The white man's talking about, he on this racism kick, all of a sudden, he gonna make everything right? No. You may want to make things right, make everything right. Say Jesus Christ is a black man. Say Jesus, when he walked the earth, he was a black man. Jesus Christ was that nigga that everybody hated, that hates right now. And when he comes back, he's going to be that black man that everybody hates. Now, let's go to Ezekiel. Let's find out about the angels. Now, Ezekiel 1 and 5. Also, out of the midst, Ezekiel was given, he's getting a revelation of the angels. Then it says, and also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures. And this was their appearance. Wait a minute. Now it's talking about their appearance, how they look. This was their appearance. Now, they had the likeness of a man. Whoa, the angels have the likeness of a man. And every one had 4 faces. Ooh, that's not like the little white babies I've seen. Man, 4 faces. And every one had 4 wings. And their feet were straight feet, like the soul of, like the soul of a calf's foot. Now it's telling you almost like a ninja boot, like those ninja boots. Now, and they sparkled like the color. Wait a minute, color again in the Bible? It's not supposed to be no color, man. Color is not supposed to be in the Bible. It doesn't matter. That's what Christians say. It doesn't matter. Color doesn't matter. Well, if color doesn't matter, why is it in the Bible? It's saying it right here. And they sparkled like in color of burnished brass. Just like Christ being black, it's telling you the angels are black. They are burnished brass. Brass. Brown. Brass and white. The white man tried to change it a lot. Try to say, oh no. It says bronze and this. Either way, this Bible is saying brass. Brass. They sparkled in color of burnished brass. It's the same color as Christ. Now, is this burnished brass? Is this burnished brass? This is not burnished brass. This is not burnished brass at all. This is a white man. Why do you think the Asher became, since 1969, was always said, the white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. Devil means deceiver. This is a lie. This lying on the Bible. This is no respect for Christ, God, Jesus, It's terrible. We are destroyed for the lack of knowledge of our own Constitution. We don't even understand, and we still follow, and that's what you're worshiping when you go to the Christian church. Out here on the Bible Belt, this is what you're worshiping. You're worshiping that picture of Caesar Borgia as Jesus Christ. Now I gave you Christ 2 times in the Bible. Now let's see God, the Most High God, the creator of everything. Now, and I know you Christians down here in the Bible Belt, I know what you say. Well, they're one. Christ, God, and Holy Spirit, They say the Holy Ghost. They're one. Now, let's go in Daniel 7 and 9. And I beheld till the thrones were cast down. Now Daniel is getting a revelation of the Most High. He said till the thrones were cast down. That means all the rulership of the earth, the thrones were cast down. Now, and the Ancient of Days did sit. The Ancient of Days, who's more ancient than days? That's the Most High God of the Bible. The Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair on his head like the pure wool. Pure wool. Wool. Not stringy dog hair. Not stringy dog hair. Not that blonde wicked stuff. It says pure wool. Man, it's saying, come on. It's telling us that God has an afro. That's what it's saying. It's telling you God has an afro. Now, his throne was like the fiery flame. And it's telling God sitting on the throne like a fiery flame. And it's like, can you imagine that? The throne the Most High sitting on is on fire. Now, and it says, and his wheels as burning fire. Man, that's something. It's telling you that the Most High sitting on a throne that's like a big old, like in the form of a carriage, like, you know, like maybe look like what you would think of a wheelchair. That's like that little like in that style. But it says it's on fire. But all that what it first said is hair like the pure wool. So now, let's make some sense out of this. If God made Christ black, the angels black, that means God is black. That's what the Bible is saying. It says God, yes. All you, we love you, Lord. White Christians down here on the Bible Belt. The Bible is saying God is black. Christ is black. The angels are black. The Israelites are black too. Let's go to Jeremiah 14 and 2. Man, Jeremiah 14 and 2, it says, Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. When it says Judah mourneth, it means they mourn. We mourn. Now, is the Jewish man, is he mourning? The Jewish man is not in mourning at all. The Jewish man is not a Jew. The Jewish man, what's wrong with what the Jewish man is doing? It says Judah mourneth. The Jews are not mourning because why? The Jews have the diamond district. The Jews have the music, they have the music, in charge of the music. The Jewish man has the movie industry, the music industry, have all that. The Jewish man is not in mourning. But the true tribe of Judah, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, now this was talking about the Judah as being all the Jews. So that's what it says Judah, because Judah is the head tribe of the Jews. So that's why in this text, it was saying Judah mourneth. It was talking about all the Jews, which mean the 12 tribes of Israel, all of them. So that's what it says, Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. What does that mean? That means their protection. The gates is our religious protection. It says the gates thereof languish. That means they're weak. That means they're weak. Because you put gates around your house to protect what's inside and to keep things that's outside, to keep them from coming in. Now, if you had some weak gates, everything's going to come in your house and steal all with your treasure or whatever you have inside. So when it says the gates thereof languish, that means we have no protection. Our leaders are weak. We have leaders like Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, Martin Luther King, that did nothing to us but ruin us by joining us to our oppressor. Now, it says, what? After it says the gates thereof languish, it says, wait a minute. They are black. They are black? Wait a minute. The Jews are black? The Jews are black. But what about this? The Jews are black? The Bible is saying the Jews are black. Until the ground. Black unto the ground. What it means by black unto the ground, it means the 12 tribes. If you know we got some light-skinned brothers, then you got all our tribes come in all colors. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We come in all colors. So that's why we are black unto the ground. You know? And the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. Because boy, the cry of Jerusalem, the way we cry, the way we mourn, the cry is going up to the Most High. Because that's all we do, we cry, we mourn. That's why it's so heavy when it says Judah mourneth. Talking about Jews, we are in mourning here. And down in Oklahoma City, it's so sad because we're so joined to white people and the oppressor. And the oppressors, like you say, I can't change that. Good Lord. But that's just so heavy precept right there. Now, let's go to Job 30 and 30. Now, this is a heavy precept. Because Job is saying he's black in this precept. This is just so amazing right here. I mean, this is something right here. Now, no, before, I'm going to go to Job first. Now, Job 30 and 30 says, my skin is black. Now, he said, my skin is black upon me. Now, Job, he's saying his skin is black upon him. I mean, come on. He's telling he's black. We always hear from Christians the black not in the Bible. He said, my skin is black upon me. That's what Job is saying. See, we go precept upon precept, line upon line. Here a little, there a little. Like Isaiah 20 and 10 says, to prove your point. To bring out what you're saying, with the point you're trying to make. And then that's what it says in Proverbs, to prove all things. You have to prove all things. You can't just pull one precept and say, oh, it means that. No, you got to prove one thing. Now, Job said, my skin is black upon me. Now let's go to King Solomon. Now, King Solomon, the wisest man that ever walked the earth. Now, Songs of Solomon 1 and 5. I am black. Wait a minute. King Solomon is saying he's black? King Solomon has said he's black? He said, I am black. Not olive color, like you crazy Christians like to say, Christ is olive color. He this and that. Well, we got the head color of Christ. Christ saying he's brown, he's black. Then Jeremiah 14:2 says the Jews are black. Job said he's black. Now King Solomon is saying, I am black, but comely. Black but comely. He's saying he's black and beautiful. King Solomon is saying he's black and beautiful. And check this out. He's rapping to the sisters, the other black sisters. He's saying, I am black but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem. Now, as the tents of the Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon, he's saying he's black. Solomon is saying he's black and he's rapping to the woman in the Bible. Isn't that something? Now, and all you Christians down here on the Bible Belt, are you really worshiping these black people of the Bible? Is this in your religion to really worship the black man? Or is this being brung out in the Christian church? I would like to see it. One, you pastors out there, invite me to your church and let's debate. I mean, this is ridiculous. You reading this in the Bible, all this color in the Bible, when Christianity says, color is not in the Bible. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Christ was olive. The Bible's telling us that Christ is a nigger. You know? And if color didn't matter, why in the world did they make this? If color doesn't matter, why is this everywhere in the world? when the Bible just said that Jesus Christ is a black man, so black as if he burned in a furnace with woolly hair? Why in the world is this picture everywhere in the world? This is racism. This is offensive. Like Facebook likes to send me text messages telling me, oh, my speaking is offensive. This is offensive right here. This is offensive right here. It's racism. All right, let me find something else. Let me find something else to get y'all on. Yeah. Now, I mean, that's offensive. That is offensive. That's terrible. When it's all this color in the Bible, but we not knowing of this. We not knowing what's in the Bible. Now, let's go to Acts 13:1. Now, Acts 13:1 tells about now. It says, now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon. Now we know Barnabas and Simeon was disciples of Christ. Barnabas and Simeon, that was called Niger. Niger, called Niger. Now, let's go to the Webster's Dictionary and look nigger up. It would tell you that what? Nigger is from the Greek word niger, which only means black. That's what it means. So they called Barnabas and Simeon, disciples of Christ, they called them black. In the Bible. Acts 13:1. So it brings me back to this. This is racism. This is offensive to every black person on the face of the earth, to every prophet in the Bible, to Jesus Christ, to God. This is offensive because this is a lie. The white man is the devil, the Bible speaks of. Devil only means deceiver. This is the biggest lie of creation. Now, let's get some more. Now, even in Acts 21 and 38, they was talking to Paul. This is heavy right here, because it says in Acts 21 and 38, it says, art not thou that Egyptian, which before these days made us an uproar? You know? And it's talking to Paul. Now, the Egyptians were Africans, real dark-skinned Africans. So he mistaken Paul as an Egyptian. That's telling you that the Bible is for black people. It's our Constitution. It's all about us, from Genesis to Revelations. But we so destroyed, the white man has destroyed us. I mean, that's racism. Now, all this talk about racism, and they blocked my classes on Facebook, telling me my classes, my biblical law classes are hate speech. It's against community guidelines when I read right out of the Bible. Now, all you pastors down here on the Bible Belt, the ISUPK is open for debate on all of you pastors down here. Understand the Bible is all about the Israelites, all for the Israelites. We think that's why in Deuteronomy 7:6, it says, for thou art an unholy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. That's racist too. God only loves one race. I mean, come on. This is how destroyed we are as a people. The only good thing the white man did that was so evil in the earth is taking our Bible and making it the Constitution and destroying us. he did a good job of destroying a nation. This is what this means. He flipped everything around. I mean, he did a good job of destroying. This is why we're so destroyed. And this is why it's our job in the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana under Christ to wake up our brothers and sisters to let you know that you are the true Israelites. You are the true Jews of the Bible. You know, we are the ones that are destroyed in the earth. We are the ones that mourn, like it says Judah mourneth. And this is not Jesus Christ. This is a lie. Now, I'm gonna tell you what Christ said about the Jewish man in the Bible. Now, Revelations 2 and 9. Now, Jesus read in Revelations 2 and 9. It says, I know thy works, and tribulation, and poverty, but thou art rich. He said, we're rich because why? He know our trouble, and he all know all our poverty, the way we're poor. But he said we are rich because we have salvation. Christ died for us and is coming back for us. Now, it says, and I know the blasphemy of them who say they are Jews. Well, the Jewish man says he's a Jew. The black man, they walk around the streets and they looking at us when I wear the shield of David. They looking like else like, why you got the shield of David on? What's that all about? So you know that the Jewish man says he's a Jew. So Christ said, I know the blasphemy. What does that mean? A blasphemy means a wicked lie. And Christ said, I know the wicked lie of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. That's a slam dunk. And that's in red in the Bible. If you then just go to it. If you don't have it, go to it. Go to it. Revelation 2 and 9. And go get your King James edition Bible. You know, because the Bible, the white man messes in and changes the Bible, like Joel Osteen. I bet you these things are not even in Joel Osteen's Bible. Because Joel Osteen is what? The devil, the deceiver. The Bible speaks of. All right. Now, we got to understand it. It's only for us. Like I just read you in Deuteronomy 7 and 6. You know, we are special people unto himself, above all people that are on the face of the earth. This is what the Bible is saying about us. Go to Amos 3 and 1. It says, hear the word that the Lord hath spoken against you, all O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known. He said, he only known us. You only have I known of all the families of the faith of the earth. Therefore, you got something I'm going to point out. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. See, the Most High set these laws, statutes, and commandments for us to be a special people, to be on top and to rule the earth. So everybody can look at it and say, man, those are God's people. They are so righteous. But we sinned against the Most High. The Most High put us in this captivity. All in Deuteronomy, in Leviticus, tell about the curses against us. This is what we bring out all the time. You know, I bring out in the law class all the time, and I'm bringing those out again. But today, I just wanted to see that what the thing that got a stranglehold on blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians down here in the Bible Belt, Oklahoma City, is Christianity. And Christianity is racist and it's offensive. I mean, it's meant to just keep us slaves and never be delivered out of this captivity that we are in. You got all these precepts. The Most High God is telling you that we are his people. Go to Hosea 4 and 6. He says, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. The lack of knowledge. We have no knowledge of our own constitution, which is the Bible. Because thou hast rejected knowledge. This is what blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians got to understand. We reject knowledge all the time. And especially these days we're living in, when you see the prophets, the priests and prophets of the ISUPK stand on the street, you rejecting this knowledge. This knowledge that you need to survive and to get on the chariots when the Lord sends those chariots for us. Oh, that's in the Bible too. That's going to be brought out too. But see, we don't know these things because we are destroyed because we're in the Christian church. And all these things are in the Bible. It's a beautiful, it's like Christians, the white man always talks about a good story. The Bible is the best story of them all, ever. And it's true. It's not something nobody's making up. It's not no make-believe. It's true. It's happened in the past. It's the book, the Bible is about prophecies, past, present, and future. And it ends with us ruling on top of everyone. That's the way the Bible ends. And we're living in Revelations. We're living in the book of Revelations. So blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we got to get together as a people. Like Zephaniah 2:1 says, gather together, O nation, not desire. Because we don't understand that we are not desired in this place. And our whole Constitution, every Sunday, we go to church and not knowing that we are the people the Bible's talking about. We are the people that Christ died for and is coming back for. So understand it. We got to understand what's going on in the Bible and fall out of these churches and get into this body of the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana under Christ. Because the 144,000 is being built in the ISUPK. And when Christ when he comes back, everything's going to be in order. Everything's going to be who's over there? Who's over there? Who's over there? He's not going to come looking and gathering everybody and getting people together. Because when he comes back, he's bringing destruction. And what? He's going to be giving orders. Understand, that's why I got this 144,000 on top of this head on more scarf. The 144,000 priests and prophets, the government of the kingdom, a government of the earth. That's what this 144,000 is all about. And I'm going to bring that out in other law classes. See, we don't understand what it's about, but I just want to bring out how much this racism down here in the Bible Belt. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, it is blatant, utterly racism when you read the Bible and it's telling our story, but yet you see that picture of Jesus Christ everywhere. Every time they make a movie, it's a white Jesus, a white Moses, a white Paul. I mean, come on, everybody's white. White Noah. And then you tell us the color doesn't mean nothing. When it's in the Bible that we are black. It's in the Bible that all those prophets, Christ and those prophets are black in the Bible, but yet you say color doesn't mean, it doesn't matter. How in the world, why are they black? I mean, why are they white in the movies? Why don't you just go to the Bible and really, why don't you just go and bring the truth out in the Bible? Why don't you go and do that? Why don't you do that? Because it's terrible that we sit here and we don't understand what the Bible's about. I mean, come on, look at John 4:23. It says, but the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him. You got to understand that. You're blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. What? It's for you to come and worship the Most High. The Most High is seeking us. He's waiting for us. That's the sad part about it. We in the church praying to Caesar Borgia, the white Jesus, and the Most High is waiting for us. He's waiting for you while you going to Sunday service, going to church. The Most High is waiting for us to fall out of those churches. You understand that? This is what the Bible is. The Bible, it's a lovely book. It's telling our story. It's telling all about us. But see, we don't understand. We don't understand because we're just so destroyed. We're just so destroyed in this place. You know? Matter of fact, I'm going to give you 1 Thessalonians 2 and I'm going to give you 1 Thessalonians 2 and 3. I think it's, I'm going to give you that because That's so heavy because you don't understand something's got to happen. Something's got to happen, we so blind, we don't understand. I think it's 3 and 2. Let me see. Let me read that. Now, so second, we don't understand these things are going on in the earth. With Donald Trump right now, that's what it read. When when it's saying he's a liar, when it says the white man was a liar and the father of it. Now, Trump is just telling so many lies. I mean, he's lying all the time. But this is telling you, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3 is letting you know what's happening, what's going on. Now, if you're in the Christian church, you better fall out of the Christian church. Now, let's look at this. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3 says, let no man deceive you by any means. Let no man deceive you by any means. For that day shall not come. Now, down here in the Bible Belt, I know you Christians always talk about Christ coming. And you can see the signs just happening. But while we sit here and pray and go to the church, Christ ain't coming back. Not until something happens. And this precept is telling you something's got to happen. Now, it says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first. Now, while you down here, church on top of church, everywhere, all these churches, while you down here calling this the Bible Belt, like you're all about praising the Lord in the Bible Belt, down here in Oklahoma City, while you sitting here talking all that smack about, oh, Jesus coming and you can't wait till Christ come, the Bible's just telling you that day cannot come unless there be a falling away first. That falling away, black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man, that falling away is you falling out of that church. That's the falling away it's talking about. You falling out all these religions, all these philosophies. That's what the Bible's talking about when it says that falling away got to come. It's happening all the time. You know that the ISUPK under Commander Junior Harney has the truth, and we the true prophets of the Most High God. You know that, so you better fall out and get in line and put on your men. You better put on all black and be part of the 144,000. And you women, you just go ahead and cover your head and get into this body. But it says that except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Now it says that man got to be revealed. Who is the son of perdition? Who is that man that's so wicked? That's the white man. That's the white man. He's the son of man. He's the son of perdition. That's what the Bible is saying. That's what it's saying. Come on, let me bring that back to you, because we are destroyed in this place and don't understand what's going on. Now, it says that day shall not come unless there be a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. This is the man of sin, the son of perdition. Why? Because this is the face of Christianity, the face of God. The falling away first, you got to fall away from this. Fall away from that Christianity. Fall away from it. Because that day will not come. Christ can't come back. The real Christ of the Bible can't come back if you're still worshiping him. Now, we just read that Christ is so black as if he burned in the furnace with woolly hair. Now, how can he come back if we sitting here worshiping this? That day shall not come unless there be a falling away first. And that man of sin, the son of perdition, the son of death and hell, be revealed. Now, it says that day, it's not going to come. The son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God. Man, and that isn't that so, come on, is that him? You read that? Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God. Everything about God is always white. Always a white man. In that picture, Caesar Borgia, Jesus Christ, he exalted himself above everything that is called God, or that is worshipped. Everything that is come on, opposeth and exalteth himself upon everything that is worshipped. He want to be worshipped all the time in everything. So that as look, check this out. So that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Man, good Lord. Showing himself that what? He is God. In the temple that he is God. This is what he's showing. In the temple, showing himself, in all, what is the temple? In all those churches, showing himself that he is God. And everything to be worshipped, he's got to be worshipped. This how destroyed we are in this place. This is what we don't understand. This is what destroyed the blacks, Hispanics, the real Israelites of the Bible. This picture right here. Caesar Borgia is Jesus Christ. I just want to see that, so it can marinate in you Christians' mind. This is not Christ. This is not God. This is a real man, the son of the sixth Pope of Rome, Rodrigo Borgia. And he commissioned Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo to paint his son as Jesus Christ when the so-called in the Dark Ages, when really blacks ruled in Europe. He had his sons whitewash all those pictures and all our artifacts, and came up with this picture as his son as Jesus Christ. This is racist. This is offensive. This is a shame to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that we don't know this type of things. Yeah. That's what I want to bring out tonight. To understand that we are destroyed for the lack of knowledge of this Bible, which is our own constitution. And it's all about us from Genesis to Revelations. Now, you got to tune in next time when I bring another edition of The Gloves Are Off, The Truth Hurts. Shalom, Israel.